Today, I want to explain what I'm tying braid to fluoro. I've got some 15-pound Seaguar Smackdown. This is flash green, and I've got some Seaguar Tatsu. This is 10. I call it the Crazy Alberto. It's a simple knot to tie. It's really strong. It takes care of business day in, day out for me, so I'm not gonna sway too far to try new knots. That's just my opinion. But you take your fluoro and you take 6 or 8 inches of it and you bend it over like that, and then you crimp a little corner just like that. Then take your braid, run it down through there 6 or 7 inches, and then you grab the fluoro and the braid where you crimped it together just like that. So you're gonna have 3 lines. This one goes to your bait, the braid goes to your rod, and you take the braid and you wrap it over both lines of fluorocarbon. Five or 6 times, depending on what size of line you're using. I'm gonna do 6 on this one. Then you stop right there, and then you hold the braid and the fluoro right there, and now you can see you've got the start of your knot. Then you're gonna take the tag end of your braid and go back over itself again. 6 times. Then you're gonna have your little fluorocarbon loop that you crimped right here, and the braid's going in a certain direction. And the biggest key to this knot is whichever way you go in, make sure that you take your tag and go back out that same direction. And sometimes it's tricky if the wind's blowing to find that right spot to go through, but you want those 2 braided lines to lay straight beside each other. Then you're gonna hold these 2 and these 2, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it down real slow, but once it starts getting about a 1/2 inch from being tight, I'm gonna wet it just a little bit, and then I'm gonna continue to pull it, but I'm gonna fan out the braid as I'm pulling it, because what I want that to do is I want it to stack up really nice and clean. Once you see that it's stacking up nice and clean, then you can take it just like that, pull it nice and snug, and there you have a good, clean, Crazy Alberto. And of course you want to trim, and I use scissors and clippers. I use scissors for the braid because I want that to be as close as I can get to the braid knot. And then I take the clippers and I pull the fluoro up like this and kind of pull it across where that fluoro tag is sticking up. And the key to this is getting that fluoro you want it cut right against the knot. That way you cannot see it at all. And there you have a perfect knot. And it's gonna cast through the guides well. I use this all day without retying this knot. I may retie my bait 10 or 12 times, but I never have to retie that in a full day of fishing.